Just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Utah Jazz. For the Jazz, they come into this game after a loss to Sacramento. That game was high scoring. Tonight, they'll need to be better defensively. Man, we are in for a treat. Two incredible front courts in this one, Shaq. Talented and highly...
Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. Hey, Dave.
Well, Rudy Gobert is still awaiting his first All-Star appearance. His snub in 2019 raised eyebrows. The reigning Defensive Player of the Year averaged a career-high 15 points a game on a league-best 65% shooting from the field. And he missed a $1 million contract bonus due to that snub. Kevin, it's easy to see why he was emotional about it.
Yeah, D.A., very understandable. Thank you. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Clippers. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's Utah. Not really any threat right now as their record's showing a lot more losses.
And when you look at the Clippers, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
They've been one of the great stories in the league this year. No doubt about it. Fans all over the league have gotten behind these guys.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, the two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And Harrell's in at the center. Now, here's Beverly. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 to shoot. From deep. The Clippers rebound, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Now here is Conley. To the middle. Gobert, the pass to Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Harrell.
And I tell you, Bogdanovich is crafty inside. Knows how to get under the skin of the defense there and forces them to foul.
And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovich has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
No good on the free throw.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovich, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate, he's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
George, no good. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. Pass to Conley. Mitchell outside. 5 to shoot. Back to Conley. Gobert against Williams. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now George turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. Fires the three. Gobert pulls it in.
3 straight misses to begin this contest and already starting to look frustrated.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Count the basket.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 25-point game against San Antonio.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive. Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. The shot will not fall. And the Clippers will come the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Just an all-around stellar team effort. Everybody on the floor was communicating exceptionally well. They are out of rhythm, 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Conley finds Mitchell. Shoots from 12. Here's Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Love how Gobert stays active inside, picking up fouls in the process.
And the 7-foot Frenchman, Rudy Gobert, former Defensive Player of the Year.
They call him the Stifle Tower. He's the anchor, the foundation of this team. He changes the complexion of the game when he occupies the paint.
And that one misses. Smitty is a player when it comes to preparing for a long season. Talk about the advantages of the new strength and conditioning programs we read so much about.
You know, for me, Kevin, when I first started out, it was all about just getting stronger, lifting weights. I think right now for these guys, they're doing a great job of adding that and also recovery. What do you do for recovery, being able to play the next game? I would love to see the technology that they have. Wish I could use it, Kevin, because all I did was run and get me a fish fillet, and I was ready to go.
Now, here is George. And perhaps the most shocking news of the NBA offseason, Greg, the trade of Paul George. Nobody saw that coming.
Took a ransom of draft picks to get him off the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard recruited him to join him on the Clippers, and Paul obliged by demanding a trade. Came together quickly and caused a major power shift in the West.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Good on the second free throw. And here's Conley. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Sacramento. High post, Gobert. Pass to Mitchell. It's hauled in by Beverly. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's tipped. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
Here's Mitchell. Offensive rebound.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
To the inside. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverly.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And George with the stuff.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Mitchell against Williams. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Now the pass to come. Shot clock at 6. The offensive rebound. Gobert laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gobert's got 5 points so far.
Rudy wanted it more than anyone else. Oh, watch your head.
That's a beautiful jam.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Leonard with the steal. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Lays it up and banks it in.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
Now here's Gobert. 5 points in the game. Over Harrell. Gobert can't hit. Clippers leading by 8. Now the Clippers moving it up. George, no good. And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal. Turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set. And you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Mitchell dishes to Conley. And Bogdanovich gets to Conley. Over Beverly. Conley gets the bucket.
Great concentration from Conley. The shot well contested, but it didn't matter.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. There's 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Williams with the ball. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Williams has got 6.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And a double-digit lead. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2000.
My inspiration really came from my mother.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
So on the floor for Utah, Green plays the 4 with Gobert at center. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. And it's Moutier in at the point. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Off target with his 3. Jazz trail by 10, and his teammates call him old man, say he looks like a 40-year-old farmer from Joe Ingles, Smitty. Much more than meets the eye.
You know what, Kevin? He's a star in his role. He's gotten better and better. He's a guy who can impact winning on a nightly basis.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Here's Mitchell. 17 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Now, here's Shannon, following the miss by Emmanuel Moutier. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Shannon with the steal. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Mitchell passes to Moutier. Excellent D there from George.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Williams' shot is off.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one. This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Clippers leading by 11. George dishes to Green. Kicks to Williams. Shoots from the elbow. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
That's tipped. Now, here's Ingles. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. Shot clock at 5. Here's Moutier, and the lead is down inside single digits. Moutier's got his first basket.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Zubac kicks to Shannon. Outside, George. Drills it from outside. George has got 12 points in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Green passes to Moutier. To the paint. Ingles finds Moutier. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Doesn't have to jump much because of his length. It is unmatchable. Rudy Gobert.
Ingles against George. Over Green. And it's George missing. Jazz trail by 10. Now Mitchell. That one falls. Mitchell's got 7 points for the quarter.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
Now, here's Shannon. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And the Clippers lead by 10.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Smitty, Snyder also an All-American in high school, 2-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
And here's George. Following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. He had stolen by Ingles. Moutier kicks to Mitchell. Here's the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. And that one's good, George.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Here's Mitchell. Paul George making his last shot. And here's Moutier. Last time out, he had 14 points. Mitchell against Williams. And it's Mitchell missing. Clippers leading by 9. Here's George. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. For the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Landry Shamet. The Jazz also changing it up. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Green. And it's Mike Conley in for Donovan Mitchell.
One shot.
That free throw good from George.
And when you look at Utah, this team, year after year, seems to be more than a sum of its parts.
I like that they always look for guys with big-time character, unselfish, low-drama players, and there's a confidence with this group.
Paul George with the steal. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And it's George finishing it off.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Now here's Gobert. He's got 7. Ingles passes to Moutier. Green against O'Neal. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by George. Tries it from the top of the key. Passes it to Beverly. The putback. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Paul George, he's been the guy. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He ended up with 19 points, 3 rebounds. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from George.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They're down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward. Conley against Beverly. Conley scanning the floor. Dishes it to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. Sinks the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 13.
Mitchell's really been working on getting free off the ball and being accurate off the catch and shoot.
Lob pass to George. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. The drive by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Leonard with the bucket. On record that doesn't get much attention, Steve, a league-wide drop in turnovers. Last season was the lowest rate ever for turnovers in the NBA. It was terrific.
It was, and I think the reason why is teams are doing a good job offensively of sharing the basketball. There's not a lot of over-dribbling. And I think also the three-point shot. Guys are not driving the basketball because that can create turnovers. With the chance of driving it, they're catching and they're shooting from a long distance.
And that one, good. And that's 21 points for George.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Conley with it. Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. O'Neal misses. Clippers leading by 15. Here's Leonard. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 4 assists now tonight.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Beverly against Conley. To the inside. Gobert. Count it. Good. 9 points in the game so far.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Beverly, the pass to Harrell. Back to Beverly. Outside Leonard. Over O'Neal. Leonard, no luck.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And that one is good.
Well, when it comes to carrying an offense, few young players do it as well as Donovan Mitchell.
Beverly, the pass to Harrell. Back to Beverly. He kicks it to Williams. The 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Quick feet, quick release. Hard to check Lou Williams from beyond the arc.
Mitchell outside. The dish to Bogdanovich. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Bogdanovich has got himself on the board with 3 there. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 17 points was their biggest margin. George against O'Neal. And George kicks to Leonard. Pulls it from 20. Here's Harold. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Michael Conley picks one up.
What I appreciate about Harold is how hard he's worked on his skill set. The jumper, the post moves, and the passing.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
The first one falls. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Williams. And a switcher also for Utah. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Smitty, for players, social media can build their brands and they can engage their fans, but there are some downsides.
Yes, it is, Kevin. I mean, it's a fantastic tool, like you said, for endorsement and bringing those fans into your home or into your life. But the downside, people can see some things they don't want to see, and also you can regret posting a lot of things.
I think, yeah, sometimes people do regret hitting that send button, so yeah, they got to be careful. You're right.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
And what we're seeing lately from Ingles, he's a two-way threat, has the size, length, and instincts to affect both ends of the floor.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. I'll grade the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective, only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
Mitchell is double. Out to Conley. Fires for 3. They get it back. And slam dunk by Gobert. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 13 rebounds.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, it's tougher to get recognition in a small market like Utah, Smitty. Rudy Gobert says he has to do 3 times as much to draw attention.
And at the same time, his focus is still on team and winning. His leadership is very important to them.
Moutier, he's checked in for the Jazz. And he sinks the second.
When Gordon Hayward left the Jazz 3 summers ago, some expected a rebuild. Instead, they hit gold with Donovan Mitchell and kept on trucking.
Pass to Mitchell. To the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
And to begin his career, teams happy to send Gobert to the free throw line. His free throw shooting has been a focus.
And the heartbreak over losing Hayward. Short-lived, but the Jazz still needed to learn from it.
Very important that the Jazz retain the stars they developed. I think there were some lessons learned along the way.
Down low, Moutier. That shot is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. George with no one around. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 25 points for George. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. He's coming off an excellent season. First in steals. And, of course, one of the game's truly elite scorers with the second most points per game in the league.
And as you said, first in steals last season, you have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. Here's Leonard. Utah with the rebound. They host the 76ers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Moutier. Drains the three-pointer. Moutier's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Beverly finds Leonard. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's O'Neal against Leonard. O'Neal passes to Ingles. Here's Gobert. Here's Mitchell. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Mitchell's got 9 points here in the second half. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got O'Neal, Moutier out there with Mitchell. Then there's Davis, and it's Ingles in at the 4 spot.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Pass to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Here's Moutier. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Clippers leading by 9. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Leonard with no one around. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Mitchell is double. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Lets it go from deep. They get the rebound. Great D that time from Green.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Jazz trailed by 11. Moutier looking around. The pass to O'Neal. With the teardrop, and it's good on the way in.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Moutier against Beverly. The rebound by the Jazz. Ingles has got his 4th rebound in this one. Mitchell in the corner. Nice ball movement by Utah. Davis kicks to Mitchell. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's Beverly. And again, no good by the Clippers. Jazz trailed by 9. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell at the dunk.
Donovan Mitchell pushing the basketball down your throat. We know he's going to be aggressive time and time again.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Passes it to Zubac. Deep. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Williams, he's checked in for the Clippers. And a switcher also for Utah. Bogdanovich is checked in for O'Neal. Moutier against Beverly. Moutier dishes to Mitchell. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. And it's now 23 points for Donovan Mitchell.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the Clippers call time here.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Mike Conley comes in for Emmanuel Moutier. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Clock at 6. Beverly, the pass to Harrell. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. Utah calls timeout. Paul George really making a difference here.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Mitchell is doubled. Inside, here's Ingles. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
One shot.
And that one misses. Clippers leading by 3. Williams with a clean look. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists in the game. Utah has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Conley against Beverly. Outside, Bogdanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Leonard. Bogdanovich, no luck. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. The tray, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Beautiful stroke, a direct result of all the hard work Leonard's put in.
Jazz trail by 9. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Mitchell. Mitchell is doubled. Here's Gobert. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Now, this is why Gobert is shooting over 60% for his career. Highly efficient inside.
Ingles against George. Got a piece of it. He had stolen by Ingles. Mitchell passes to Conley. Got that bucket in no time at all. And now it's only a 5-point Clipper lead.
You know, when they're searching for a basket, they look to Mike Conley to deliver. He's never rattled in big moments.
George against Bogdanovich. Harrell trying to free himself up. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Now here is Conley. Defense right on him. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Game on the line, you trust Mike Conley to deliver.
George looking around. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Here's Conley. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
Mike Conley with a terrific feel in the pick and roll. He's like a quarterback going through his progressions.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Utah. 34 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. Drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
You've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So he comes up empty at the line. And the Jazz call time here. They trail by 5. 20 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, your thoughts?
Looking for a quick shot. Trying to extend the game.
And on the defensive end, they'll have to foul whomever gets the ball. No time left to be picky.
Twenty seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
The NBA champion, Finals MVP, Kawhi has done a lot in a short time.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
You know, I don't believe in the word choke, but to come away empty right there is brutal. This game would have been over.
Here's Conley to take the lead. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview.